Shalom, Yasharallah. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to Yehovah Lektakim that are out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, coming at you with an MOTB update. And this is in the news today. This happened on my news story. I didn't get an alert for it, but I opened up, the gram, and this is one of the main ones that popped up because this is a big thing. And Australia is one of those countries that are one of the elites, more controlled countries because the people don't have as much, so-called rights in terms of, the Second Amendment to be able to defend themselves from some of these more totalitarian type governments. But this is Australia launches World Economic Forum controlled mandatory digital IDs. And this is a pilot program, something that, when I say pilot program, meaning Australia is taking the step to be the first country to be made mandatory, but the elites only need one country to perfect their system, in gradualism, to perfect it, to get all the kinks worked out. And then they can use Australia as a blueprint for how they're going to manage and control all the other countries and all the different glitches and software updates that they may have to do to get it up and running, which, through the Spirit, I believe they already have this technology perfected, but for the public, for the public's perspective, they have to look like they're trying to work it out as they go, like it's a new thing, like they don't have this plan from the beginning to get everybody eventually karagmat up with having their digital ID implanted inside their bodies. Because this digital ID, it's a major step towards getting more online and the so-called cybersecurity. I know the state of California made driver's license able to get digitally made as well. But I'm going to get the article for this, but I just want to get a few scriptures that I'm going to get into the article, because this devil knows he has, a very short time. And, keeping it simple, this is Revelations 12:12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And this devil, being the deceiver, Esau Edom, is only in the power seat for a very short amount of time, because the Lord gave it to him. And I'm going to keep it real straight and to the point. But the devil was put in this spot so that he could be the tool that Yahweh Shai Shai needs to enact judgment at the highest level on these 2/3, these heathens, man, all these people that got it fucking coming, man. Somebody's got to be the bad guy, but also somebody's got to be the good guy, aka the elect, ultimately starting with Yahweh Shai. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Because this is something that you gotta know, that the Lord doesn't love everybody. He gave the earth into the hands of somebody very wicked so that his name can be magnified when he knocks him out of the power seat. Because everybody knows that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the controller of the world. You may have other large notable families like the Arabs, the Ishmaelites, that have like oil money, but ultimately even those elite families are Edomite families. They're not Ishmaelite families. Even the Edomites at that level, though they may look like an Ishmaelite, really do run the oil trade and the elite royal families. But going back into this day is created, for the judgment on the 2/3, but also somebody had to be created to be able to do that job. So this is Proverbs, I'm going to get 16:4. This is, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And that is, Esau, Edom, again. But this is just more scriptures to prove the point that I'm already saying. The fact that this has to happen. Somebody has to be this old crusty ass Edomites running these totalitarian countries that implement these things like digital mandatory IDs, and ultimately is going to be a mandatory charagma. But like I said, I'm going to read the article real quick so you guys can understand the whole thing. And this was posted February 12th. This is an announcement from the Department of Finance revealed that the novel system would empower users to select their preferred digital ID provider for the accessibility of both government and private services. Private entities can apply for accreditation to provide digital ID services under the Trusted Digital Identity Framework, which is probably, the software that they're using to organize, run, and probably process payments, and things like that, because it's like, say, private services and government, so they're going to tie it into, like if you go and buy a beer or something like that, they're going to have to be in the same system as the government system and the private system. Just like when you go to an ID and they scan your ID, that gas station has to be linked to the same software that the government uses. So it's going to take over everywhere, which is the government's recognition framework. As stated by an official spokesperson, the legislative step will set in motion the enlargement of the Australian government digital ID system to encompass state, territory, and private sector organizations opting to participate. The National Digital ID will essentially serve as a comprehensive version of MyGov ID that Australians currently utilize for the Australian Taxation Office, Centrelink, and Medicare access. The strategy to retain other digital IDs issued by other state governments. So I don't know for a fact about Australia if they have like a free healthcare or something like that, but I'm guessing that last paragraph was talking about their other system that they already have set in place. This is gonna be the new one, So again, this is all leading to what? We know exactly what. But we're going to bring it out again because this has to get put on repeat. This is Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, ultimately being inside of your body. Doesn't matter. The majority of people are going to get it in their right hands, their foreheads, but it doesn't matter if you get it in your left ass cheek. You still took the charagma. And then you can't take it and then take it out again. What are you going to fool the angels that already recorded you taking it? No. You one shot. This is not something that you can repent from. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to be a partaker of society, whether you have money, whether you don't got money, whether you're a rich man, a poor man, whether you're a prisoner or you're walking around like every other person, So you cannot partake in society. Imagine having no social security card, no internet access because you can't pay your phone bill because your credit card is not accepted in that company. Imagine not having a license, top to bottom. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 636, which is 666, which the number itself is not wicked. Number 6 itself is not wicked. It's just an identifier on what the charagma is, and that it's a carnal mark, because it's not going to be a spiritual mark, because number of man is carnal, man is fleshly. So this is something to give you another clue that it's not going to be a spiritual mark. You're going to have this inserted into you to be able to say, I took the MOTB. It's not a white image of Caesar Borgia. It's not Christianity. It's not sleeping with white women. You know, there's all these things. This is what it is. And this is just another update in prophecy that they are taking another step closer to that. So, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. If you haven't heard about this, now you have. Shalom.